Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we're going to discuss the SPE 2014 Science. As usual, make sure to read all the instruction given in the paper. There's two sections, section A and section B, and you have to answer all the questions. Let's begin. Section A. Answer all the questions in this section. Choose the best answers or completion and write the letter in the answer box. Number 1. Which of the following is the most appropriate step to take following an accident in laboratory? So they're asking about the appropriate step followed by what to do if there is an accident, and the accident is in the laboratory. A. Report to the teacher immediately. Yes, you should do that. Run to your friend and ask for help. Now the thing is, your friend might not know what to do, so in the end you will go towards the teacher, so this one is not true. Run out of the laboratory. In case of there is fire, you should go out of the laboratory, yes, but if there's an accident, always inform your teacher first, so this one is not the best answer. Sit silently and pretend nothing happened. So this is the worst thing you can do. So the answer is A. Report to the teacher immediately and they will inform you what are the steps that you need to follow next. A. Number 2. Which of the following consists of invertebrates only? Invertebrates mean animal that do not have backbones. And then if you look there, the first one, ants do not have backbones. It is an insect. Spider and arachnid is also invertebrate. Crab, a crustacean, is also invertebrate, so A is acceptable. Centipede is a myopod, so it's invertebrates. Earthworm is annelids, so it's invertebrates. Snake is a reptile, and reptiles are vertebrates, so this one is out. B is out. Chameleon is also a reptile, so automatically this one is out. While scorpion and termite are invertebrates. And last but not least, octopus is invertebrates. Platypus is a mammal, and mammal do have backbone, therefore it's also out. And therefore the best answer for this question is A. Next one, question number 3. Figure 1 show 4 vertebrate animals. So the first group, B is bird. Q is a monkey, so that one is an animal. R is a crocodile, so it's a not animal, I mean mammal. And then this one is a reptiles. And dolphin is also a mammal, because they do have fur on their body, they breathe through lungs. So which two vertebrates belong to the same group? So as you can see, it's Q and S. Q and S, therefore the answer is D. Next question, number 4. Figure 2 shows a plant. So double confirm, figure 2. Use the chart to identify the plant. So as you can see, it seems to be a cactus, but let's have a look. Plant. Pair flowers, does not bear flowers. So as you can see here, that one is the flowers, so we can answer that one is eliminate this one, eliminate eliminate C and D, because it say does not bear flowers, so this one is out. And then has needle-like leaves and has round leaves, and then if you look at the leaves, they are more thorny like that, so those are needle-like. So therefore the answer for this question is A. Question number 5. Which of the following correctly states the arrangement and movement of gas particles? So it's asking about two things. First, arrangement. Number 2, movement. And it's asking about the gas. So gas is where the particles are the furthest from one another. So they are far apart from one another and they're not packed close, very closely together. So these are for solid and liquid. Only their particles are close together. So what it means is that the particles of solid are close together like that, but for gas it will be far away from one another like that. There's spaces around them. And the thing about these gas is that they move randomly. They will not stay still. They'll just continue hitting all the wall, hitting the other particles, uh, as long as they have energy. So they move freely in any direction. That's why the answer is A. And then the particles that vibrate in fixed position is only solid. Therefore, the answer for this question is A. Number 6. A few drops of food coloring was placed at the bottom of the glass mug containing water, which diagram show the appearance of glass mug after 1 day. So food coloring can be any type of coloring, and you put them at the bottom there. And the thing about food coloring of or any particles, they will diffuse. Diffuse means that if the particles start at the bottom here, it will slowly start to spread around until it reach a balance and the color will be the same. So if you look at the choices here, only D shows that the color start to spread and become evenly divided there. So the answer is D. C, if you have two separate layers like this, it means they have different density. So that one is not about diffusion. This one is also about density, where the liquid is, where there's three different liquid in this case. So 1, 2, 3, and the densest will be at the bottom and the less dense will be at the top. Okay. Number 7. What do the chemical symbols in periodic table represent? So all of these symbols starting from H are elements. So all of them have only uh, one thing inside of them. So for example, hydrogen have hydrogen particles, therefore it's hydrogen element. He is helium. Helium only have helium particles, so it's helium element. Same with the rest: lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, and all of these will only have one kind of its particle. Therefore, they are called as elements. They are not compound, they are not mixtures, and then they are not metals only, or they're non-metal only, because in your periodic table, half this part here are non-metal. Most of the rest are metallic. Okay. Number 8. Suryati carried out an investigation to find out whether substance M, N, P, and Q are element, compound, or mixture. She recorded the following observations. So you want to figure out whether these four substances, 1, 2, 3, 4, are element, compound, or mixture. Substance M and P cannot be broken down into anything simpler. So this one is definition of element, because element is the simplest thing that they can be. So M and P is element. Substance N consists of substance M and Q, but not chemically combined together. So they are mixed, but they are not chemically combined together. So N is a mixture, and this mixture contains M and Q. And the third one, substance Q break down into substance M and P using chemical methods. Anytime it involves chemical method, it's a compound. And deduce which of the substance is compound. So as I mentioned, so substance Q can break down into M and P using chemical methods. Therefore, Q is the compound. Therefore, the answer is D. Question number 9. So these are the particles of solid, liquid, and gas that we have seen in this question just now. So this question asks about how the particles are arranged and move. And in this question, you can see how the particles are arranged. So figure 3 shows the three states of water represented by diagram X, Y, and Z. So Z, where the particles are very close together, are solid. And when the particles are close together but not arranged properly, if you look here, it's arranged properly in solid. while in liquid it's just random like that, and usually there's more space between them. So this is liquid. And as for gas, they are far away from one another and they're always actively moving, so we use arrow to show they're always moving, and this add this as a motion. So liquid, solid, and gas. Which change occur during condensation? So condensation, you have to know, it changes from gas to liquid. So this usually happen in boiling liquid, where evaporation occur, and then when it touches cold surface it will change to liquid. Therefore, if gas to liquid, it means from x and y to x, and the answer is C, y to x. Number 10, which of the following is the solute in carbonated fizzy drink? Solute means substance that dissolve in solvent, and solvents are the liquid. So which of the following is the solute or carbonated in carbonated drinks? And carbonated, if you look here, there's carbon, and the one that gives the fizziness in the carbon is actually carbon dioxide. Therefore, the answer is A. It's not oxygen, it's not hydrogen, which is explosive, it's not nitrogen. Only carbon dioxide can create the sensation that you can find in fizzy drinks. So therefore, the answer is A. Number 11. A sample of ink was compared with 4 different dyes using chromatography. The results are shown in figure 4. Which two dyes contain this ink contain? So this is the ink. So you can separate this first, and when you do a chromatography in this ink, it's separate into two substances. So you have substance 1 and substance 2 here. And if you look there, there is 4 dye, and each dye is only made up of one substance. So you're going to see this ink, which of this dye is inside this ink. So what you can do is make a line, and whichever it touches is the answer. So if you look there, it touches dye 2, so 2 is there, and the second one, it touches dye 4. Therefore, the answer is dye 2 and dye 4. The answer is D. Don't overthink, keep it simple. Next question, number 12. Daud wanted to separate a mixture of sand. So sand is insoluble. Salt is soluble. And iron filling. So iron filling is magnetic. It is also insoluble. He wrote down the steps shown in figure 5 to separate the mixture. However, Daud's description are not in order. So let's have a look. So you have all this mixture here, iron filling, sand and salt. So these things are mixture. And then he decided to remove the iron filling first. Therefore, this one should be the first step, and you will get the iron because it got attracted by the magnet. So iron is attracted by magnet. And once you have the iron, you're left with sand and salt. As mentioned just now, sand is insoluble, salt is soluble, so you can add them into water. So here you can dissolve salt, and you will get salt solution, and the one that is still inside there is plus sand, because sand does not dissolve. So this is second step. And how do you get the sand? You use this method called filtration. So when you pour this mixture of salt solution with sand, the sand will be trapped as residue. So here in filtration you get sand. And last but not least, you heat up the salt solution until there is no more water there, and then you will get salt in this left behind in the method called evaporation. Therefore, the step is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the answer should be Q, P, R, N O Q P R O C. All right. Question number 13. Figure 6 shows a light microscope. Which part of the microscope is used for focusing a sharper image? Okay, to answer this question, you need to remember the labeling for a microscope. So let's have a look. D is at the bottom, so it's quite obvious that's a mirror. And sometimes they don't use a mirror, sometimes they use a light source. So it can be a mirror or light source. And after that, you have on this A, which is called eyepiece. So inside the eyepiece, you have magnification by times 10. So if you're trying to look at object using the eyepiece, you can still magnify the object but not as much. And this one, you have 3 magnification, which is times 4, times 10, and then times 40. And this is what we call as objective lens. So we change the magnification as needed. Objective lens. And B is a small knob, and this one is a large knob. So you can see the size is different. And what you do with the knob is that you rotate them and then you can adjust the focus. So S here, small step, is actually for sharp image. So you have to adjust the large knob first. After that, you can adjust the small knob to get sharper image. Therefore, the answer is B. Well, now, when you adjust large knob, you will get clear image. So the hint is there as well. So L is for large knob, sharper is for small knob. Okay. Number 14. Figure 7 shows two structures S and T found in human body. So S is your lung. There's two lung, one is here, second is here, and then you have your heart in the middle, T. What type of structure are S and T? And the thing is, lung and heart are both organ, therefore the answer is A. Question number 15. Which property of the ball remain unchanged when a boy kick a ball? So when a boy kick a ball, it means force is applied. And when a force is applied, it will cause three things to change: shape, size, speed, as well as direction. The only thing that it will never change is the mass. So the answer is A. Mass will never change when force is applied. Okay. Number 16. Weightlifting involves a number of different stages. At which stage is no work done? So the keyword here is no work done. And you have to remember the formula of work done is equal to force times distance. So you apply force. So in this gym, they apply force by carrying it up or down, or pushing it up or pushing it down. And then the object must move. So distance means the object must move. And if you look there at A, the weight are held stationary. Stationary above the head. Stationary means no distance, means it's staying still. So this one work done is equal to 0. The weight are lifted from floor to tile. So this is the floor and it moves up here. So that one can be around 0.5 meter. So there is work done. While this one, the weight are lifted from shoulder to above head. So again, there's a work done here. Let's say 0.5 meter. And here the weight are lifted from thigh to shoulder, so from here to up there, so around 1 meter. So if you look there, all of these three cause the object to move from one position to another. Only this one is staying still, which means it doesn't move at all. Therefore the work done, if you use the calculation, if all of them use the force of, let's just use 10 Newton for example, work done is equal to force times distance. And if you use 10 Newton and then the distance moved there is 0 meter, no movement at all, you will see that in the end the answer will be 0 Newton meter. So no work done for A. Number 17. Which of the following wooden block exert the greatest pressure on the ground? So, greatest pressure. The formula for pressure is pressure is equal to force over area. So, the force mean if you look there, they have Newton, 50 Newton, 50 Newton, 50 Newton, 50 Newton. So you can write down the force to be 50 Newton. The area means the one that touches the ground, because all of this block touches the ground, which create pressure. And these are the part that touches the ground. These are the part that touches the ground. These are the part that touches the ground, and this one as well. And if you look at the shape, all of them are square. So formula for square is not square, rectangle. So formula is uh, length times breadth. Therefore 4 times 2. So the first one you get 8 square centimeter. This one 2 times 2, 4 square centimeter. This one 6 times 3, you get 18 square centimeter. And last one 3 times 3, you get 9 square centimeter. And the thing is, the lower the number at the bottom, the higher will be the value. And if you look at these three, as all these four, B has the lowest value, 4. And when you divide 50 by 4 square centimeter, you will have, so use calculator. So to solve this one, use calculator. 50 divided by 4, and you will get 12.5. And then just copy the unit, Newton, divided by centimeter square. Therefore the answer is B. That will create the most pressure. You can check one by one, and then you will figure out that B is definitely the answer. Okay, and the lowest one should be C. If you calculate 50 divided by 18, the answer will be, let's just check, the pressure will only be about 2.7 Newton per square centimeter. So that's very low. So again, the highest is B with 12.5 Newton per square centimeter. Next question, question number 18. Study figure 8 carefully. Letter J, K, and L indicate appliance that will cause a certain energy change. So chemical energy at first, then change to heat, change to sound, change to light. So just have a look at the object. And J, it says sound energy, and radio can create sound, fan do create sound as well, but that's not the main thing about it. And then K, it says heat energy, so stove, heat energy, torch, heat energy. And then light energy is torch, and therefore the best answer is B. If you want to eliminate as well, you can. L, it says stove have light energy, they do have some light of energy, but it's not the most accurate one. L, light energy, radio doesn't have light, fan doesn't have light, therefore this one is limited. A, have some, it's quite acceptable, but it's not the primary energy that they produce. For example, fan, the main energy it produces is kinetic energy, therefore it's not the best choice. The sound are just the result of the kinetic energy. So let's just choose B as the best answer. Number 19. Which of the following pair consists of magnetic material? Altogether, there are four magnetic material you have learned. So iron, steel, cobalt, and nickel. These are the four magnetic material you have to memorize. And if you look there, this one is yes, aluminum is not, coal is not, copper is not. That's why the answer is D. So please memorize iron, steel, cobalt, and nickel. Question number 20. Aminuddin placed toy car X, Y, and Z at position 1, 2, 3. He put a bar magnet inside each toy car as shown below. So you have two like poles here, therefore it will repel. and this one is also, it will also repel because north and north, this one is south and south. What would happen if aminuddin push all twice car together as shown in figure 9b? So in 9b they are pushing it, and since they are like pole, they should be pushing each other or repel each other. So repel, therefore the answer is D. Question number 21. A bar magnet is placed under a piece of paper. The magnetic field pattern formed by the iron fillings are shown in figure 10 below. Which area show stronger magnetic field? Now, the strongest magnetic field will be this one. You can see the iron sprinkle is concentrated this area as well, and that is exactly at the end of the pole as well. So the strongest will be P and Q. Don't overthink. So P. You can also see that at S is there's a lot of spaces as well, not much of attraction in comparison to the one closest to the pole. Okay. Number 22. Which of the following consists commonly abused drug in sport? So the drug abuse in sport that you have learned, there's only two: human growth hormone and steroids. So please memorize it: human growth hormone and steroids. Therefore the answer is B. Cannabis are not used in sport. Methamphetamine are also not used in sport. Therefore the answer is B. 23. Why does the consumption of alcohol increase chance of accident? So every time you take in alcohol, it causes your brain to react slowly, and it causes slurred speech, and it can lead to heart attack but not immediately. So this one is not fully correct. It can cause mouth to dry. This one is cannabis, not alcohol, so it's totally out. Cause the body to react slowly, yes. And the reason, and every time you drive and you want to be safe, you should not drink alcohol, because the moment you press the brake, you will think that everything is done properly, but it's not. Therefore the answer is C. It will not cause your body to react faster. Okay, so the best answer in this case is C. Slurred speech will not lead to accident. Heart attack will, but it will not happen immediately due to alcohol. Number 24. Figure 11a and 11b shows lung of a non-smoker and smoker respectively. Identify the substance in tobacco smoke that caused the blackening of the lungs. So blackening of the lungs. So you can see here it's clear, while here you can see that it's slightly dark colored. And the substance that make your lungs to have this color is actually tar. Other than that, it can also cause your teeth to become yellowing of teeth. Therefore the answer is D. Number 25. The cobalt chloride paper shown in figure 12 is used to test for the presence of water vapor. Which color change is described for the presence of water vapor? So you need to memorize this one. Cobalt chloride paper, the original color is blue. And when anytime it touches water, you will change to pink. Okay, so blue to pink. You have to memorize this one. So blue to pink is A. Next one, 26. Figure 13 shows the structure of the heart. Which structure of the heart exerts a larger force to pump blood to all parts of the body? So when you want to pump blood to all parts of the body, you're talking about the left side of the heart, which is this one. So A and B is up. Now C is where the blood goes in, and then here is where the blood goes out, and in between, which is D, is where this thick muscle will try to create a strong force that pushes the blood up, which can push the blood to all part of the body. Therefore the answer for this question is D. 27. Which diagram show a correct sequence of blood flow in circulatory system? Okay, so for this one you have to analyze the diagram. So it goes to the lung, okay, then it goes back to the heart. Okay, this is slightly tricky. Okay, you have to look where is the left side, the right side. This is the left, this is right, left, right, left, right, left, and right. And the left side is the one that push blood to all part of the body. And if you look here, it pushes to the lung. That's why it's no. So this one pushes to all part of the bodies, and then after that it goes to the lungs, then goes back to all part of the body. So this one can be accepted. This one, what happened is that it cross over in your heart. It should not cross over like that, so this one is also out. And then this one, it says there, this one goes towards the lung. Left side should go to all part of the body, so D is out as well. Therefore the best answer for this question is C. Again, because left side of the heart go to all part of the bodies, then once it go back to the right side of the heart, it will go to the lungs to get oxygen, and then the cycle is repeated. Therefore the answer is C. Question number 28. Figure 14 shows the various components of blood in blood vessels. So you have the red blood cell here, and then you also have the small thing called platelets. Identify the type of blood vessel. So it's asking about blood vessels, and it's only one cell thick. And when it's one cell thick, we're talking about blood vessels called capillaries. So identify the type of blood vessels and the component of blood present in figure 14. So first of all, it's capillaries. So if you look here, obviously that's the only choice. And you can find red blood cell, platelets, and plasma. So plasma are the liquid. So you can label the empty space because plasma is not a solid, it's just a yellow liquid in your blood. Therefore the answer is C. Question number 29. The graph in figure 15 shows the result of investigation to find the effect of exercise on the pulse rate of some year-age student. Okay, let's have a look. So you can see that during exercise is from 0 to 15, and what happens is that their pulse rate goes up until 120, and after that, after exercise, they start to raise and the heart rate goes down until it reaches 30, which doesn't make any sense. Okay, use a graph to predict the pulse rate of the students 20 minutes after the exercise. So it says here after the exercise, so you have to find the 20 minutes after exercise. So they are exercising for 15 minutes, and after that you have to find the 20 minutes, which is 5, 10, 15, 20, so until here. And if you look there, just go back up to the graph, and at 35 minutes, which is exactly 20 minutes after the exercise, the pulse rate is around 70. So the answer should be around 70 and 72. It's B. Okay. 30. Figure 16 show photosynthesis process. So gas 2 going in, gas 1 going out. So in photosynthesis, what they need is carbon dioxide, and what they will always produce is oxygen. Therefore it's B. So you have to memorize this one as well. Okay, that's all for paper 1. The rest you have not learned yet. Okay, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe and like. See you for section B.